Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series. This is round 6 feature race, so a 40-minute race here at Dragon Trail once again, but the seaside layout. Obviously Gardens is just behind that grandstand. There's the grandstand for Gardens through that little gap there. So they are side by side, but this one will feature the Deaf Chicken. So the results of the grid standings are from the results of the sprint. So Dark Clark starts on pole for this one. JRC will start in second, who is just ahead of Judge, who will start in third. Fourth, sneaking that little place off leads on the last lap, will be Herocram. So lead will start in 5th place. Fat Pickles will start in 6th. 7th will be P. Gibb. Toby will start in 8th. Golden Brownie in 9th place. Brucey in 10th. He's gone for a Halloween livery for this one. Very nice. Stay spooky. Very nice, Brucey. In 11th will be Midnight. In 12th we have Donkey Chong, and in 13th, which didn't get on well at Gardens, it will be Fubuki. Hopefully a bit of redemption here for this one. So let's get to the front of the pack. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 40 minutes here at Dragon Trail. Gardens is away. We have the lights going out. The Ferrari should be good off the line here. The first one. Leeds has already jumped Herocram. Herocram has dropped back down to 7th place now off the line. So Fat Pickles and P. Gibb have got ahead of him as well. Who's going to make it through here? Everyone going to get through nicely. No, P. Gibb looks like ends up going backwards. Let's jump on chase cam. See how this all unfolded. Coming in through here. Ooh, gets a tap from Herocram. He looks like he was squeezed there from Donkey Chong, and then just can't get it facing the right way to get back on track. Oh, there's someone else spinning. Oh, Fat Pickles. What happened with Fat Pickles coming out of the chicane as well? A bit of a gap to P. Gibb behind, so bit of room. Tap there from Leeds, and Fat Pickles just lit it up all by himself on the exit of the first chicane. So 2 spinners on the first corners. Jump up back to the front. Dark Clark once again out in front, pulling away from the rest of the pack. Judge Leeds and JRC there, all fighting for this second position at the moment. The Judge there just ahead of these 2. So he's moved up a couple of spots. No, 1 spot. He's starting 3rd. He's moved up 1 spot. Judge Leeds there is done. The best he's moved up 2. JRC's dropped down 2. Still fairly close. Donkey Chong, well, he started in 10th place, so he's absolutely lightning start there for Donkey. Through the first part of this lap, it just taps the wall there through the Deaf Chicken. Looks like everyone's got through nicely. Yep, they have. Let's see if Fat Pickles and P. Gibb get through nicely as well through the first running of the... No, P. Gibb smashes the barrier. And it's always going to cause a collision there some point during the race. But Dark Clark leads away. Leeds and Judge there fighting for 2nd place. Leeds is going to be on the inside for the little kink right. Judge there is going to be on the inside for the first part of the chicane. Little tap there with Leeds. Leeds there going backwards. At the exit there, he's going to get overtaken there by JRC and Donkey. Down to 5th place. Ooh, Judge there goes out wide. I don't know if he's just letting off to let Leeds back past, or just got it wrong as well, coming in through the top part of the track. Now it goes side by side between Donkey and Judge. Donkey just gets in front and slips into third place now. Toby there, he's come into this battle along with Hirokram, who obviously had not the greatest of starts, obviously with that car off the line, but trying to work his way back through the pack. We're going to go 3 wide through here. Leeds there goes for an optimistic move up the inside of Toby and Judge. He's going to be side by side. He's going to have to slip in back behind Toby. Hirokram, he's got Midnight now behind him as well, so that's 6. Oh, who's that? That's JRC in the wall. Did he get pushed or did he do it himself? I don't know if he's done it himself. He's got plenty of room behind, so let's see. Keeping up with Dark Clark. Oh no, Dark Clark binned it. It wasn't JRC at all. It was Dark Clark that binned it, and JRC just ended up ramming Dark Clark up the rear end. Dark Clark's got damage all over. Donkey Kong's gone for the move past Dark Clark into first place. Toby's followed suit as well. Leeds going around the outside of Dark Clark, so not the start that Dark Clark wanted here. Everyone's going off. Brucey's going off there on the exit of the final corner. Dark Clark there trying to just get out of the way with this damage that he's got. Now he's all repaired and get going. I think he's waiting for JRC. Feels like he caused that incident. He's dropped back down to 9th place now, has Dark Clark just in front of Tabuki. Golden Brownie there, he's down in 11th, so might smash the death chicane as well. Fat Pickles MP Gib in 12th and 13th, but action everywhere at the moment for this race so far. Donkey Kong leads the way just ahead of Toby and Leeds, so there's a mixture of cars now at the front rather than just all being Ferraris. Toby there, what's the tyres? Because the mediums and softs have to be run in this race. So Donkey Kong on the mediums, Toby on the softs, Leeds on the softs. That's probably why they're keeping with Donkey, especially through all the corners. Just a bit of grip. Judge there on the mediums, Midnight on the mediums, JLC on the mediums, Dark Clark mediums, Brucey mediums, Fubuki on the mediums. Go on, what's happened to Hirokram? Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's run out wide and he's ended up kissing the barrier. You can't even see him. There he is on the right hand side of the screen. So that's going to drop Hirokram down to 11th place now. So not a great start to this race for Hirokram. Once again, he binned it, I think, in laps 3 or 4 at Gardens. And he's binned it lap 3 here at Seaside. So clearly struggling a little bit with the cars, or this car on the Dragon Trail tracks. Hirokram gets it through the chicane. Again, so yeah, he was on mediums, Fat Pickles on the mediums, and P-Gib on the softs, smashing into the Death Chicken once again for P-Gib. So for him, not a good race start at the moment, but he has got purple. Oh no, Donkey Chong's got purple lap, so Donkey Chong's just gone purple. He's pulled away from Judge and Toby. Them two must have had a little incident through the Death Chicken as well, because they're right up behind Donkey as I went through the field of their tyres. So Judge now into 2nd place ahead of Toby and Leeds. JRC there in 5th place with Midnight not too far behind him. Dark Clark and Brucey. So Dark Clark's worked his way up to 7th place. JRC up to 5th after that instant through the chicken. Brucey there in 8th place. And we've got Fubuki fairly close behind him. So the top 9 all within, they can see each other really. Golden Brownie's just out of reach at the moment in 10th place, same with Hirokram as well. So he's trying to get it going again really, and set some decent lap times there. 51 there, and fastest lap of the 39, but he's going purple. This lap is Hirokram. And now through the chicane. green, he should be able to try and keep that purple lap alive. Will P-Gib make it through this time? Yes, he will. P-Gib makes it through the Death Chicken. The first time I've been watching him through there without hitting it. Donkey Kong there, he's got about a 3-second lead over Toby, and Lee's judges dropped back down to 4th place. Obviously, that's probably where these two are on the softs, trying to push it to try and catch up to Donkey Kong. Trying to look to see if he can get past Toby. Can't do it so far. Beginning part of this lap. It's just sitting there behind. Probably trying to protect his tyres. His rears are going off a bit more than Toby's, but Toby's fronts are going more. So about the same for these two at the moment. Toby's got a bit more fuel than Leeds as well, so he might be able to try and end the distance, go an extra lap if he can. Judge there in 4th. He's got JRC following closely behind. Midnight being under attack there from Dark, but goes for him. Take his racing line, realised there was a car there, so had to back out of it, did Midnight. Through that hairpin. That gives Dark a little bit of racing room. Oh, Dark Clock smashed into the wall again. Probably the dirty air through that bus stop section. Just hindering Dark Clock. Front end damage and both front wheels as well. So we just drop back to in front of Fubuki. Let Brucey go through into 7th. He'll come there. His fastest lap, just done pretty much the same as going with Toby. He's on the charge. He's just set the fastest lap of the race, which was 1 or 2 seconds quicker than Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong's just struggled a little bit after setting that fastest lap, just dropping off a little bit, but Toby definitely on the charge. He's bringing Leeds with him. He's dropping by about 6 tenths the last lap. Dropping a little bit more this lap as well already through the first sector. JFC in 4th, still with the judge behind him in 5th. So 3 Ferraris here, 4th, 5th and 6th. So struggling a little bit the Ferraris in this race so far. Oh no, Leeds there as well, isn't Ferrari, isn't he? Yeah, so 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Ferraris and Brucey's there breaking up the Ferraris in 7th place. Dark Park right behind him. Hopefully Dark Park won't do the same again coming through the Death Chicken. Let's just stay with Brucey and see if Clark can get through. Oh, Midnight smashed the ball. He's going slow. Brucey doesn't take avoiding action. The ghosting doesn't seem to be working at the moment in the game. But yeah, Midnight now dropped down to 10th place. Just slipped on through fast up to 9th. So Hillcomb finally making a few inroads to catch up after that incident that he had. Ricky and Brucey here fighting for 7th place. Coming into the chicane, Ricky's there able to get past with the power of the Lexus somehow. Brucey had damage. Been a change. Leeds has got in front of Toby. Toby must have had an incident through the chicane as well. He was pulling away from Leeds and he's now a good 2 seconds behind him. Yeah, I was definitely on lap 6 looking at the lap times. But Leeds, has he been catching up? Yeah, he caught 2nd lap to Donkey on the last lap, so the soft tyres are not looking too pretty for Leeds and Toby. They're both around halfway worn on some of the corners. JRC there in 4th place, doing to keep up with Toby. But a bit tyre difference. I feel that the crossover isn't probably far off between the softs really dying and the medium being quicker than them. For a this stint as well. Obviously they will have to change tyres at some point and go to the opposite one that they're on currently. Leads to Donkey, looks like it is. There's Donkey back on 40.2, 39.6, so yeah, another 6 attempts there from Leeds on Donkey. Over there, 2 attempts off TFC, pretty much there at the top. About 2nd, 3rd and 4th, pretty much running all the same lap times. So as I say, that crossover is when the mediums are doing the same lap times as the softs. So you must have a little issue because these guys are running in 39s at the front. So they're in 41s. Dark up there, closing in fairly quickly to him. Battle sector for Dark Clark. So I feel Dark Clark is trying to make a move up towards the hairpin here at the bottom of the hill. If you can get it close enough with that slipstream, be closing in. Down here, no, he's not close enough. Coming into this bottom hairpin onto the track on the Seaside Bay. See the boats there on the right hand side. Let's run through the Deaf Chicken once again. Gets it through both of them really nicely. Looking up there. Oh, JRC must have hit the wall. Yes, he's got damage as well. So, I say at least one person a lap is hitting that wall. There's only 13 of us, but someone's dying each lap. Aeroplan, he's worked his way up to 7th place. He's got ahead of midnight, so he's got ahead of Brucey and Fubuki at some point. Gordon Ronnie there in at 11th place, just ahead of P. Gibb, who was caught up to Fat Pickles, but obviously racing softs to racing mediums, that will be the difference of how P. Gibbs caught up to Fat Pickles, but these two having a little fight for 12th and 13th. So you can see Gordon Ronnie just out ahead in 11th. Pushing there, he's got Midnight in front of him, and Fubuki as well. Try and keep up with them two and try and put himself a bit further forward in this first stint. Everyone's about 35-40% fuel. We've got a little bit more. See there, just running out wide through this bottom hairpin. Judge Dark Clark's got ahead of both of these two on this lap. It looks like. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Who's this going to be for? Can't see anyone. Oh, it's Donkey Chong. Donkey's got it all wrong. He's got damage everywhere on his car. What happened to Donkey? Tapped the wall there. Smash that wall, and that one. Oh, and he gets a hit from, who was that? Leeds. Looks like he got a hit from Leeds as well, coming through there. So the top two getting into an accident. Yeah, Leeds looked like he had really nowhere to go on the exit, and Toby taps Leeds, but doesn't actually get any damage. So Toby now into first place. It's amazing, we've had 15 minutes of racing and there's been just action everywhere at the moment. But yeah, Leeds there with damage all over his car. Dark Clark, he's worked his way up to 3rd place now. So he's got himself back up onto the podium spots. Donkey Kong dropped down to 8th place after all of that, just in the battle between Midnight Fubuki and Brucey. So all that hard work that he done at the beginning of the race is one mistake, and that has cost him 15 seconds or so for Donkey Kong on just one lap. Outside wall is like coming into it, and then just ping pong between the barriers through the Deaf Chicken. like the front 6 all evenly spaced out at the moment. Hillcrown catching up to Judge by about 2 seconds the last time round, so Hillcrown will be on the rear end of Judge in no time with that pace that he has currently got. So you can see his championship contenders up just up ahead in 3rd place as well, so we'll be trying to get in front of him after obviously he jumped up, won that last race, and catch back up to some of them points that he lost. Can't seem to catch up to Judge as quickly as he did on the last lap. Toby, he's come into the pit, so he's had enough of them soft tyres. Yeah, they were pretty dead. Probably could have done a lap or 2 more, but didn't want to risk it, probably with the chicane obviously leading the race at the moment. Whack it on their mediums and away he goes. Midnight there in 6th place. He pulled away a little bit there from Donkey Chong, like maybe he has. About 2nd. Mickey there. Looks like he's starting to struggle a little bit on them medium tyres. He's got Brucey hounding him for that 8th place. Does Brucey go for a move here into this quick right-hander? No, he doesn't. So Brucey's going to sit there behind in 9th place. Well, has Toby come out? Toby's come out in last place. So quite a long pit stop. Is that 27 seconds? Yeah, 27 seconds from difference on the last lap. Obviously this lap will probably be a little bit off as well. A couple of seconds slower as well on this lap. So be about 30 seconds pit loss for the guys when they do it. So we'll see where Toby cycles out when everyone has made their pits in, say, the next 10 minutes or so. Probably when their fuel runs out or they think they can make it to the end on the soft. But Clark there leads the way, leads there, he's wiggling, so yeah, he picked up damage through the depth chicane, so that'll be the soft tyre killing him. He's now going to come into the pit to come onto the medium. So Dark Cloud and JRC there fighting for 1st place currently. Interesting to see where they do come out with in the likes of Toby. Here it comes there, not too far behind in 3rd place as well, and Judge there in 4th. So we did get taken by Hirogram on the last lap. Midnight in 5th. He can see these guys up ahead. Probably wants to try and push to catch up, but knows that pushing around this track can normally lead to a death somewhere. It's gone purple has Midnight, so you see Toby's purple lap clearly wasn't very good in the 1st sector, but the second 2, unless Midnight is absolutely flying at the moment. As I say, where you can see them guys in front all kind of spreading out and knowing that they're going to be really push to catch up to him now rather than waiting for them to fight. Let's see what Midnight's sort of time is. Is he still purple? No, he's gone blue. So yeah, Toby clearly had a good sector. He was on the softs at the time, so that could be another factor into it as well. Donkey Chong there, he's got low on fuel. 6th place, we've got 1 more lap left of fuel. Brucey there in 7th place, he's ahead of Fubuki now as well, so that happened too short. Probably on this one actually. Yeah, yes they were quite close, weren't they, at the end of the last lap. Fat Pickles looks like he's been catching up to the rear end of Fubuki very slowly in 41s. Has been mainly 42 to the last 5 or so laps. Is bringing Golden Brownie with him by the looks of it. It's over there in 11th place. He's jumped up a couple of spots. He did that in pit season, took down to 13th. why was Leeds? He wasn't that far behind Toby. 2 minute 15 and 1:46. 2 minute 15, 2 minutes 7. So yeah, lost 8 seconds. Oh yeah, that's because he had damage, didn't he, on the as he came into the pit. So yeah, that'd be where he lost 8 seconds, and he was 3 seconds slower on the outlap as well. So he's got more fuel in. Yeah, he's got a bit more fuel as well. So yeah, Toby at the moment could potentially be in first place once everyone's made that pit stop. So it's going to be hard to know exactly where until everyone has. We've got Golden Brown in front of him. He's going purple with Toby through the second split. So clearly that Lexus is doing well in his hands on this track. Golden Brown, he's got flat vehicles just in front of him. Donkey Chong, he's coming to the pit now. Yeah, he didn't have enough fuel to go around for one more, so he's going to potentially struggle down to, I would say, oh my god, should be in front of Leeds, who's got damage once again as Leeds on that front end. So clearly not liking these mediums at the moment. Just obviously not giving him the required grip he would like. Yeah, Donkey Chong, he's filled up his tank now, so he's going to be coming out of the pit fairly shortly. There he is. Ooh, he's got a 3-second penalty. That'll be cutting it on the entry to the pit lane. So he's going to drop a good couple of seconds behind Leeds when he serves it. Obviously it's just after the death chicane as well. So he's on the racing softs where Leeds on the medium. So it could get interesting to see if Donkey's going to try and make that move. It looks like he's going to try it here through the top part of the track. No, Leeds gets a good drive out and stays ahead of him. Coming into the S's section. Tied on the grass there for Donkey on the entry to the S's. I'm looking up on the mini-map. Someone's going slow. Midnight's going slow. Yep, he's got damage on the front end. Here he's coming to the pit, so he's one of the front runners as well, same as JRC, to come into the pit. So that's going to cycle Midnight into third, Judge second, Dark Clark, who's got quite a bit of a lead at the moment. Oh, everyone's fuel lights are flashing now for Buki. Clearly wants to go as far as he can on these mediums, then really push it on the softs. Golden Brownie's gone deep through turn 1. Gets it going again. He's going to be going in front of Toby, but it looks like Toby's going to clear him. So Golden Brownie already a pit stop behind Toby in this race. So Toby up to 7th place. He's still the first of the pitters. Hurricane and JRC. Obviously they came in together and they've come out together. Hurricane's put a lot more fuel in than JRC, so as we know the Ford is a thirsty old girl. He needs that extra bit of fuel to get to the end so he can rev out all the way. He's in 11th. Donkey pitted. He served that penalty on the last lap, so yeah, 46. So yeah, I think if you get a 3-second penalty, you'll be setting a 46 lap time on your out lap. That's what Lee's done as well. He's been able to just put a little bit away due to that penalty with Dark Clark. He's coming to the pit now. I think everyone's going to be coming into the pit. Yeah, Midnight Judge coming. Brucey's coming in. Fubuki's coming in. Fat Pickles, he's going to be coming in as well. Toby's going to slip on through. See where he comes out. Ends up Golden Brownie into the Hurricane. He's pitted, JRC's pitted, Lee's is pitted, Donkey's pitted, and P Gibbs is. So yeah, everyone now has been currently in the pit or has pitted. Toby, he's got quite a bit of a lead now over Dark Clark. in second place. Dark Clock on the soft tyres and Toby on the mediums. Not too sure what the lap times are going to be for Dark Clock. Obviously here comes JRC, they're now on their first proper flying lap. The last one was their out lap, but JRC keeping right on his front bumper for that first out lap, and still for this lap as well. I just don't think the Ferrari's got the pace to try and overtake the Ford, especially around here, because there's a lot of long straights. So Ford will just open up a little bit of a gap, or at least keep that gap to the car behind. And when coming to the braking zone, it's going to be a little bit trickier to make that move. Now everyone has made their pit stops. Obviously, JRC smashes the wall. Sort of dropping off from Hero Crown. But yeah, Toby leads the way. Dark Clock second. Hero Crown third. JRC fourth. Midnight in fifth. Luki in sixth. Judge in seventh. Brucey in eighth. Donkey in ninth. Leeds in 10th. Pickles in 11th. P-Gib in 12th. Golden Brownie in 13th. So that is your running order at the moment, with just over 12 minutes left of the race to go. See if that changes by the end of it. Now everyone's on their flying laps. Obviously Toby is about 8 seconds ahead of Dark Clock. So we'll see if that starts to come down, or if Toby can keep that gap to Dark Clock in second. Has got no pressure from JRC from behind, and trying to focus on catching up to Dark Clock up ahead. Sorry, here from third, not second. JRC in fourth. He's got quite a nice chunk of space behind him. To Midnight, about 5 seconds or so to Midnight. So doesn't sound much, especially on this track. Obviously, so one little mistake through the bus stop, and you could easily lose that time. You lose a good probably 2 seconds or so when you do smash into the barrier. Judge there in sixth, just ahead of Brucey there in seventh. Oh, Brucey gets it tapped lap and smashes his front end into the wall. A little bit of damage. It's going to allow Donkey Kong to close that gap up to him as well now. It's unfortunate there for Brucey. Rookie there. Is he catching up to Donkey Kong? I don't know. Let's have a look at 140.2. 149.99. Rookie must have had an error. Yes, he was behind Midnight, wasn't he? So he must have had an error on that lap somewhere. Got it a little bit wrong. Leads there in 10th place, as he was doing, running really well at the beginning, and then just obviously just started to make a few mistakes, especially on their medium tyres. It's just dropped him down the field. Fat Pickles there, obviously that turn 1 incident that he had all by himself. He's just been struggling to catch up to the rest of the field. Same with P-Gib as well. Golden Brownie. I know myself personally, I absolutely despise this track. So it's just running around and picking up the points for finishing. So see, there you go. That is why I don't like the track. Just cannot get on with it at all. We'll jump to the front. Toby's running it out wide there on the final corner, towards the line. What lap times is Toby doing? 39.8. Yeah. Dark Clock caught up 2 seconds on lap 17, and near enough 2 seconds on that lap. So yeah, that gap is halved in 2 laps. from 8 seconds down to about 4 seconds now. So this is going to be probably quite quick for Dark Clark to catch up to Toby. Hurricane, he's just gone fastest out of everyone, 37.9. Dark Clark that time, 37.9. Ooh, 2 thousandths per second difference between Hurricane and Dark Clark. Toby, I don't know what his that time was, because it was obviously set earlier on when he was on the softs. Chelsea 39.3, so yeah, just dropping off the back end of these guys. In front of him, Judge, Midnight, Brucey and Donkey Chong fighting for 5th place now. Hopefully Midnight doesn't do what he has done on the majority of these races, or when Judge is in front of him the last couple of laps, nicking that spot, but Brucey's gone for the move up the inside of Midnight. Midnight's going to be able to get that power down on the outside line and stay ahead of Brucey and the Twitchy Jag. Death Chicane, then to Brucey and Donkey both tap the wall there on the exit. That's going to allow Midnight and Judge just to pull that little bit of distance between them. Racing to try and get past Judge for this 5th place. Try and make that move in towards turn 1. Sorry, this is turn 1. For me, this technically would be turn 1 because it's a braking zone, but yeah, getting close to cool little kinks turn 1. But yeah, Midnight gets that move done very nicely, rounding outside of the first part of the chicane. Excuse me. Which then obviously with the inside for the second part. So up to 5th place, obviously you've got quite a bit of a gap. You've got 10 seconds to JRC. He's picked up a half-second penalty. I'm not really sure how you get that many penalties around this track, but yeah, JRC has been able to find that area and pick one up. Yeah, what was the lap time? Was the last time? 39.9. 39.3, so Dark Clark to push them tyres, and he's wearing them out. Hurricane, he's still on the charge, 38.8, so got off half a second on Dark Clark. So this could potentially end up being a three-way fight for the lead. We've got 6 minutes to go, so another 4 laps potentially. 20. I thought that was Hurricane spinning in the background. What happened to Hurricane? There I was saying it's going to be a 3-way fight. I don't think it's going to be after. You see what happens here. He got over that curb, smashed it into the wall. Luckily he didn't end up going into the pit. But he's going to get going again. He's got front end damage. Jersey now slips into 3rd place. Hurricane seeing red mist once again. Second time did he bin it? Yeah, he did bin it. He binned it at the top of the S's. So second time Hurricane's binned it in this race just by riding too much off the curb, and that car just grounding out and spitting them out. It's allowed Midnight to close in as well, but I don't think he'll be able to potentially catch up that gap. Brucey there getting it on the curb in. That's what happens. You will just kick your rear end out. So you've got to be quick to try and save it. But he's got a Judge there right beside him. And coming to the S's, Judge they're going out wide to give Brucey the line in, but that's going to compromise him and allow Donkey Chong there in 8th place to potentially go for a move on Judge as we're coming down towards this bottom chicane, bottom hairpin. For the Death Chicane. Just slips in behind Donkey. Gets a good drive out. Does get side by side with Donkey again. Yeah, doesn't feel like going side by side through here. Even with only less than 5 minutes left of the race. Be safe Then sorry, Fubuki gets through there. Fat Pickles leads there. He's dropped down all the way to 13th place. Really not getting on with these medium tyres there. Once again hitting into the barrier for Leeds. It looked like the Golden Brownie did hit the wall as well, so he's picked up damage. It didn't slow him down as much as it did for Leeds. But the fight for the front looks like it's going to hotting up between Toby and Dark Clark. For the last 2 laps, maybe 3, we'll have to see, 2.5 laps I think, that we're going to have left of this race. So I see third, he's got Huracan behind, but I think there's a bit too much of a gap between Midnight there and 5th. Brucey, he's got Donkey Kong and Judge still right behind him. So can Brucey's fuel lights on. Ooh, is Brucey going to have enough fuel to get to the end? We shall see. Fubuki there in 9th, a little bit on his own. Fat Pickles, he's got P-Gib catching him. So the medium crossover looked like it's happened between them two. Golden Brownie a little bit on his, he's got lead behind him, but yeah, we're fighting from 12th down to 13th. I did just see that as we're going through. Oh, Dark Clark made this one. Ooh, has Toby picked up damage? Yes, he has. Got it all sorts of wrong. And that's just going to allow Dark Clark, who switches side, was going to go left, decided to go on the right hand side in towards the final corner. Runs it in deep, trying to get that power down out of the exit. So change for the lead now with only less than 3 minutes of the race to go. So yeah, they're going to get on to lap 24 by the looks of it. I don't know how many people are going to get to lap 24, we shall see. I think everyone should do. But yeah, Dark Clark and Toby now going to be fighting for this win with 2 laps left of the race to go. Toby's damage has been repaired. Dark Clark's got obviously a lot worse tyres on the rear than Toby, but he has got a little bit of a lighter car with the fuel load that them two have got. Well, we'll only stay with these two unless I see anything happening on the mini-map. I'll quickly jump to it. And as soon as I say that, there is someone spinning around. It's Donkey Kong. What's happened to Donkey? Through the chicane. Judge there gets it up the inside. Oh, Donkey gets it a little bit of a tank slapper and then ends up spinning it over the curb and just facing the wrong way on the track. Has to wait for, looks like, Fat Pickles and P-Gib. Nope, and he leaves the race, so Donkey Kong was not going to get any points for this one. We have the DNF on the card. But yeah, Dark Clark, his fuel light has come on now as well, so what about Toby? He's got enough fuel, more than enough fuel to get through to the end, but so Dark Clark's just doing enough at the moment to hold on ahead of Toby. Toby's gone for the move up the inside of the last corner. Probably trying a rehearsal for the last lap. Can he make that move in the last corner and get the win? No, he can't. So he's going to have to try and think about doing something else on this final lap to get a bit of a gap over Dark Clark. And Dark Clark got a good drive coming out that last corner. And across the line first, but Toby's trying to make this awkward, this last lap for Dark Clark. That is for sure. Both their fuel lights are on now. Yeah, everyone else is fairly spread out. Toby flashing his headlights, trying to put Dark Clark off. But I think you have to do more than just flashing your headlights. And make it the old SpongeBob. I don't know what comes from the SpongeBob. Patrick stars and just start throwing them at him like you do in Mario Kart. And trying to put Dark Clark off. I'll get some Krabby Patties. try and force him back towards your car with some food, but yeah, Dark Clock there still leading the way as we're coming down through to the final sector for the last time, final lap. Now the timer for the 40 minutes is up. And Dark Clock, all he's got to do is get through the chicane one more time, and he should be safe. It looks like he was slow through there. Toby carried more speed. Toby was willing to risk it for the biscuit. He's going to be in first place now, in towards the last corner. Gets it squared up. Dark Clock gets it down as well. This is going to be close. Dark Clock's gone into first place. He's just nicked that first place back off Toby to cross the line in first for Dark Clock. Toby in second place. Cracking race there between them two. JLC, as long as he can get this one squared up and pointing in the right direction, he's going to come home to finish in third place for JLC. Hurricane will finish in fourth after them two spins. Midnight in fifth place. Judge there is going to come home in a lonely sixth. The Buki there, he's just going to finish ahead of P-Gib for seventh. P-Gib in eighth. Golden Brownie gets past Fat Pickles. Fat Pickles had a bad lap 23, so Golden Brownie finishes in 9th place. Fat Pickles finishes in 10th. Lees is going to finish in 11th, and looks like Brucey ran out of fuel. So he didn't have enough fuel to make it there. Maybe he only thought it was going to be 23 laps, not 24, but that's unlucky there for Brucey. He's going to finish in 12th place for this one. So if you've enjoyed it, thank you for watching. So hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I don't think Brucey's going to make it to the end. Let's just have a look. Does he make it? Oh, he might do. Brucey might make it to the end. Let's have a little look to see if he does before the timer runs out. Yes, he does. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, bye bye.